So hi guys, today I'm gonna teach you a new method of solving the Rubik's Cube, and that's a speed solving method. Well, there are few things you need to know. First thing, that I am not a known speed cuber. I am just someone who has started cubing just like a month, but I somehow came up with this method when neither the Friedrichs nor the Roux method was actually of my type, so I thought of making a new method and I came up with this method, and this looks to be a pretty good speed solving method. Well, right now not achieved yet any time less than 50 seconds, but right now I'm practicing a bit of this method, and I'm sure that this method will be really something that can help you achieve a sub 30 sub 20 score once you practice it, because it is a combined version of Friedrich, plus it will use some of the things that are used in Roux method. So what I need you guys is to have a prerequisite knowledge of two things. First is what Roux method is, what steps are involved, and the Friedrich F12 method, and OLL, PLL, the OLLs and PLLs. So let me first give you a quick overview of what my method is and what Roux and Friedrich method are. So in the Friedrich method, it is you solve first you solve the white cross, then you build these two layers, and then using OLL and PLL algorithms you solve the top layer. And what Roux method is, that in Roux method first you solve the right block and the left block, and then by using CMLL algorithms you permute and orient the middle layer as well as the side blocks. So first of all, let's get started with my method, and I'll give this to the scramble. I'll tell you what my method contains. So in my method you will have two things. First thing is building a line that is similar to building a cross, but the inspection time taken to build while building a cross, you need a greater focus on the inspection time, whereas in building a line you just need to focus on two particular pieces that are the opposite colored pieces, that is either the red and orange edges or blue and green edges. So the very first thing is making a line. So I'll show you what I mean. So there it is, and like so. Here it is. This is what I mean. This is what I meant. This line. So first of all, you're gonna make this line, and now the next step will be filling these two edges, and then filling these edges, and after that solving the top layer by OLLs and PLLs. So let's get started. First, I've already made the line, and I'd like to make it one more time just for you guys, so that you can have a better overview. So, right here is the line. Solving the line on the bottom will give you a better look of what you're going to do next. The next step will be filling these two blocks, that is this block and this entire block. Now one more thing that you need to keep in mind is that you can use this middle layer for storing your edge pieces and then shuffling them anywhere while solving these sides. So this is a great help while doing it. So let's start solving first the blue and the orange stack. So here it's the first stack completed. Next is the blue, orange and green stack. Even that's simpler. So you just need to have a basic knowledge of Friedrich's F12, what techniques are used. If you know those techniques, then you are definitely gonna have speed on this one. So now, when I was talking about the middle layer, and I say it's throwing and shuffling pieces, I actually mean this. I'm going to separate these pieces in order to execute the F12. This is what is described in the F12 method. So I can either sacrifice these pieces for the time being, and then I can just rotate it backside. As you see, I'll do simple L, and then I'll arrange them again. Well, now that I'm going to show you what this empty layer can, how this empty layer can help, so I'm gonna stack them again using the sacrifice method. So first of all, I'll align this with the movable side. That is, I'm not gonna move it along the line, as already we are working on those centers. I'll move it on the opposite line that is not filled yet. So what I'm gonna do is I move it, and then I can freely rotate my corner. So there, and you see, it's being aligned. So there you have your sides filled in, and the middle layer is really helpful. Now the next step involves filling up these edges, which will complete the cross on the bottom, and yes, both the layers will be automatically completed. Now we have these and these in the right position but wrongly oriented, so what I'm going to do is bring it on the top, twist it, lower it. Now this is a good edge, and it can go down in just one move, so good edge, but good edge has some disadvantage here. When I move this, I'm disturbing my 2 slots, so I need to do something so that these 2 slots are not disturbed. So I'm going to do a simple thing. First I'll do an F and hide my edge, bring my edge to the intermediate layer. Then I'm going to hide this group or this portion, which is supposed to be filled in here like so on the top layer. So when I move this layer, it won't be affected or it won't be disassembled. So now I'm going to move it simply, and it's on the bottom line. Now using another Friedrich techniques, I'm going to fill it back into its position, and now this one is also not affected, so I fill it back. So there. Now I'm going to do the same with the white edge. And there, both layers are solved. There's one more case I'd like you guys to go to. That is, what if the edge becomes a bad edge? This is a bad edge. It can go down like this, wrongly flipped. It will be wrongly flipped. So what do we do? Is that right now we'll use this middle layer. So first of all, I'm gonna push it to the right or the left side using a U or a U prime. So I prefer a U, and then I'm gonna do an M prime. An M, and align the white and white. The blue and blue colors. Now I'm going to do a U prime, and I'll align white and white. Now an M prime. So it's been oriented. So that is a simple use of a U, M, U prime, M prime moves to bring your colors back. And now simply you can do OLL and PLL to set up your top layer. Well, I prefer to look OLLs, and right now I'm not learning any PLLs. I'm just using that first basic method to solve to permute the corner edges. So I'm not using PLLs right now, so that's just simple. Formatting the edges. So this is an anti-zoom, so anti-zoom is simple, and there. So there we are. I use the OLL, Chuluk OLL actually, and now with the basic method of solving, orienting the corners and edges. So I'm gonna solve this cube right back. So here's a good method. Let's have a overlook of this method one more time, a quick synopsis on what this method is, and it will be really helpful. for you guys. So let's see. There we first form a line, and then this time we shuffle the pairs. We construct the blocks now. So like so. So and construct the blocks. Okay. So first block fill. It's time for the second block to be filled. So the advantage that I'm talking about is using the middle layer as much as you want, because in the first place we are not disturbing any of the pieces on the middle layer before we fill both the slots. So this is something that's not available with the Friedrich method, and you have to learn. You get stuck somewhere, and that is real troublesome sometimes. So now 2 layers fill in. So this is a soon. So for soon I'm gonna U R prime U, U2 R prime, and then we use the beginner's color commutation for the H and sort. So thank you for watching this video. I guess this is a new method that you all will love to watch, and it gives you a lot of freedom. I'm sure it will help you speed up. And I don't have a tutorial on OLL and PLL, but I'm going to suggest you the site from where I learned or using OLL and PLL. Actually, I watched the tutorial videos of a guy named Bart Mayfesto, and that's where I learned the tool of OLL. But still, I have not yet learned PLLs. But my method is basically for solving the bottom two layers, which many of the new cubers who are just looking to take speed cubing are not those who don't find it easy. So this method was a result of me getting a bit too unconfident with the Friedrich method and not getting better at any of the speed solving methods, so I invented my own method. And so hope you guys like this method and practice a lot so that you can become a great speed cuber someday. So thanks for watching.